So thank you everyone who decided to join, and for those who are listening to tune into this, we appreciate you. We will just begin with a simple breathing exercise and then go right into the sharing. So if you would take a deep breath with me, deep breath in and out, release. Deep breath in and release. We give thanks for this community. We give thanks for the trust. We give thanks for the abundance, the contribution, the pillars of sacred economy that we are co creating together. We give thanks for the intelligence that has led us to this point, that we might be of service to our own dreams, to our water keepers' dreams, and to the 7 generations and beyond that come after us in this wonderful lineage. We give thanks for all the elders who have come before to bring through such wisdom, such power, such pure and beautiful intentions. And as we raise our frequency, as we create incredible value together, we give thanks for all these sacred yeses lining up and ready to say yes to this wonderful work with us. Deep breath in and out. Just feel that energy for a moment. And so it is. All right. So if you're ready to open your eyes, what I'd love to do is start with, and I'm just pulling up the agenda. I didn't have it in front of me this whole time, funny enough, to start with the wonderful sharing side. And so as I pull up the agenda, the first thing that is occurs to me is the principle of coming up with a wonderful system and structure to support our consciousness, right? To support, like when we have this high vibe consciousness. I'll give you a quick example. As an artist, I'm a songwriter, been writing music for a long time. There are times where the intuition kicks in, the muse kicks in, and I'll hear a melody. I'm like, oh wow. Or I wake up from a dream like, oh, that was a new song. Oh, can I remember it? And if I don't make an actual action, recording, whatever I got to do to record it in that moment, later I find myself wishing I had and like, what was that melody again? What was that lyric again? Etc. So having a system, a process, steps that we take in order to support the vision that comes through gives it structure. Another case in point, if I hear a melody, I hear a lyric, oh, that is so beautiful. If I don't take action, it never becomes a song and the world never hears it, right? It's really easy to understand when you think about any creative aspect. Inspiration can come, consciousness, we can step into high frequency and inspiration, but what brings it to fruition? Action, inspired action, not desperate action. Like, oh, I gotta have a song. Oh, I gotta write one. That's a good way to have writer's block. That's a good way to block the flow, right? Instead, inspired action. So, what we're intending to do is follow that principle of being into doing. So, expanding our awareness and getting into the inspiration, getting into that state, that's what our wonderful rituals are for. That's what the elements can assist us in doing as we tap into their intelligence, expanding our awareness to they're part of us, actually. For those who aren't aware of the principle of oneness, we're activating that principle and expanding into these wonderful elements and allowing those, in this case, the element of air, to assist us in blowing to who is ready for this, who is the yes. So we're going to listen to that in the little exercise. And of course, you can come up and use your own rituals. I'm going to share one with you. There are other rituals in our wonderful Trello that our elders have shared and passed down. This is one that I'll be sharing. It's called Alignment Inquiry, where we work with the consciousness of air, we work with the divine higher self or the source itself, and ask. And then we begin to fill out the names that way. So that's simple principle of non-separation. The inspiration, the intelligence, everything we need is already here. It's simply us aligning and asking, right? And then being guided by that inspired action. Because there is no lack when we let go of limited condition thinking, right? So we will do that. The second principle I would share is the beautiful respect and trust for the process. If we think of our 9 alignments, sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, I'm reaching out and I'm reaching out. The challenges, nobody got back to me, et cetera, et cetera. And I think the air medicine will often teach us to let go of attachment to results and just trust the process. Like if we're hearing to reach out to this person and we reach out, we don't hear back, we can always come back and ask, okay, should I follow up? My wife just shared this on our meeting before this that, hey, I don't want to bug you, but I also don't want to forget you. That's a line we learned that works really well to follow up with someone in a respectful and caring way to align with our 9 alignment of love. So, not being attached, right? But listening. Is it mine to follow up, asking those questions through the aligned inquiry? That's another principle of we let go and trust whatever we're being led to. And if the person doesn't get back, we move on in that 24 to 48 hours that the lineage teaches. So the third and last principle I'll share real quick is we talked about the structure and the system, like having a process. Okay, when I get this person, what I'm going to do. Also having the wonderful guidelines that show us how to have the actual sacred conversation, the sacred invitation. And I feel there are 2 ways that I've seen that can work interchangeably, or you may prefer one or the other. One is the invitation. You give minimal information, but at least address the gift and some of what it is, and then invite them to a spark call in your sacred invitation. What would that look like? It could be as simple as when you first reach out, hey, I've got an incredible shamanic living workshop I've been a part of. It's been beneficial for me. You can think of it as an abundance mastermind, even. And I'd love you to find out more about it. Would you be willing to talk to me a little bit for a few minutes so I can share my sacred invitation with you to tell you how it works? It's something you gift into, and I think you'd benefit. So the 3 things that outreach accomplishes: 1, sacred invitation; 2, gift. You've already kind of let them know it's something you gift in right off the bat early on. 3, shamanic living workshop. I try to, in my initial outreach, include that, right? Then when you have the talk, that's where you can either tell them enough to invite them to a call with your wonderful Sparks call in your group, or you can do the sacred invitation yourself and ask for their sacred yes. And there's a wonderful guideline. We won't get into that part of it on this call. Maybe if someone wants to do that, we can talk about that another time. This is more just about the initial outreach and taking action on that. So, but once you've done that outreach and someone responds to you, that's the third part I was focusing on, is following the guidelines on either doing a sacred invitation one-on-one or bringing them to a call. Subpoint: when you want to bring them to a call, giving them enough but minimal information we found to be valuable is things like, hey, so glad you're on this call. Just wanted to share with you the wonderful living workshop. I mean, I have 2 sacred invitations to this. What I've started doing is framing it this way. Have you heard of Abundance Mastermind before? People like Richard Branson, other people, big marketing folk host them. There's a great book called The Science of Getting Rich, Napoleon Hill, or is it Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. It also talks about masterminds, doing them in consciousness. Physical masterminds have different amazing leaders, and you usually pay this one guy who does this mastermind, and then you all come together and contribute and come up with these awesome ideas for creating whatever you're creating. That's a mastermind. Well, we're doing one where you don't pay, you actually gift in. And it's a shamanic living workshop that also has us work with the elements. You can go into the 4 elements or not, but work with the elements. And once you've completed the workshop, you receive 8 gifts, just like you gifted in. We gift in $1,440 as an unconditional gift, and the receiver of that receives a total of 8 gifts, which is $11,520. Have you ever heard of a mastermind where you actually leave blessed like that? Right? So that's literally what this is. So I would love to have you on a call to meet my living workshop, my mastermind. We call it a Loom, the members of my Loom, and see if it's a fit for you. And they can go through more of the details, how it works, but just to connect heart to heart with everyone in the group. So that'd be an example of how to invite someone to a call instead of going through the entire sacred invitation, right? So those are the 3 areas I just wanted to cover real quick. Having a system. Oh, I forgot the second one. What did I say the second one was? Anybody remember? I don't even remember. Well, so you can review that, whatever the second one was. And then the third one is, what's the next step after you send that invite out? I think the second one was, what's in that invitation, right?
Making sure you hit certain points.
Yes, the 3 points. Thank you.
Also, respect and trust the process was what I got down for number 2.
You got it. I love it. Y'all are excellent. So that's the method, the basic method I use. I'll also put in the chat, I have a scripted outreach when I'm texting or emailing or using social media inboxing, like direct message. As you know, to honor the confidentiality, we don't post stuff publicly at all. So all the outreach is one-to-one. When I'm doing the outreach, I'm asking for a one-to-one call first all the time. I don't invite anyone, my method anyway, I don't invite anyone to a connection call until we've talked and I've been able to set the paradigm and understand what the gift is to see if they're interested. So I'll show you real quick. I'm gonna do something funny and share my screen too, just so you can see what I'm talking about when it comes to the system. Going back to that first part real quick, give me a second. Hello, where is it? Share screen. So this is the system I use. If you have a Mac, notes are amazing, right? Notes allow us to save all kinds of cool stuff. Give me a second. Where is my notes for dream weaving? Wow. Can't find it. There it is. Sorry. Okay. So remember when I talked about what the documents in Trello have? They have, I extracted this just so I can always have it in front of me when I'm having my one-to-one sacred call, and I go through each of these points. This is in something called Sacred Invitation in Trello, right? But I have this with me, and then I also have this available. I do the same thing on any of my connection calls with my looms. I'll always have this available just to go through if anything is missed. And I always love to point this one out because it's, I easily forget that one. Underground movement, we keep it confidential, right? So, but the script I use, I'm contacting you because I've been asking Source who to reach out to with the sacred invitation to gift into an online shamanic living workshop / abundance mastermind I'm part of. And tonight, or I may say today, I received a yes to reach out to you. So let's stop there. What I'm going to show you is the alignment meditation where I ask who to reach out to, and I'm aligning with Source to see. That's why I send this. I want them to know I'm literally asking who to reach out to. And I do not always get a yes for everybody. In fact, I can go through like 50 people and maybe 2 of them I hear to reach out to, right? Secondly, I'd love to share a sacred invitation with you over a heart-to-heart Zoom call. Please let me know if you're interested. and I will send you my availability to find a time to speak eye to eye, heart to heart about this sacred invitation. I look forward to sharing the intention and principles of what we're doing with you. And then I send them my why. P.S. Here's a download I received the day before I was invited to this opportunity, just to give you an idea of where I'm coming from with this. So I published a blog about a download of raising our frequency and value together, long story short, and it talks about all of that. The next day is when my buddy Bob Simon invited me. So that's my why. Like Source was already giving me this information about doing this, and I give them that precursor. You can add your why of, hey, the reason I'm doing this is X, Y, and Z, whatever that is, just to give them a little idea. So you don't have to clearly, you don't have to use this, but this gives you the framework. The last thing, where's the gifting to reach out to gift into an online shamanically? So that line prepares them immediately to know this is about gifting into something. So that's my outreach when it comes to text message. Oops, I just deleted it. When it comes to social media, etc. And then I'll post that in the chat real quick. Let me stop the share. There we go. So if anybody wants to copy and modify to your liking. And then the second thing I'll show you is my outreach. My outreach, what it looks like. Give me one moment. And I'll show you the spreadsheet, and I'll give you a copy of this as well for your own template, that is. Okay, so let's go to share screen, and group. There we go, share. Okay, so if you can see this is one of my looms. So this keeps track of everyone. Oh wait, so you can tell what's going on. I kind of know these by heart, but the columns, I'll freeze the columns here. There we go. So this will tell you everyone. I do my best to try to keep up with what they've said, what action I took. So like Don Simmons, Facebook friend, a member of this Four Winds Society on Facebook, sent an email to him. Before that, on 8/18, I sent a Facebook message, etc. I got hacked, so I was off of Facebook. So I finally found his information again and followed up with him. But that gives you an idea, and then you can make multiple tabs for all the looms you're in, right? Just go through, and it helps you keep track. One of the things I'm doing right now is going back to people who I've had a call with, and they were maybe a sacred not right now, or a sacred yes, and I don't have the money. And then I luckily I have enough notes to know who that is, and then go back to them and follow up, if that makes sense. So this spreadsheet is part of that system I was talking about that allows you to keep track of. And the last column is the blow up date column, right? Also lets me know, did I give a blow up date on this person? I haven't even updated yet, so I need to, add them, and each day go in. Now the people, you can see these old dates. This is my original contact date. I don't change these dates. I just update in here if I am what's the word? Diligent. But this divine abundance consecrated already, so that's why there's no recent action. So anyway, that shows you the system and structure I use. You can come up with your own. I'll share this spreadsheet with you, and you can use this if you think it will be helpful. It's actually at the bottom of the invitation. So if you go back in the Divine Family and you click on the link to this invitation, this meeting invitation, you'll actually see this a template of this spreadsheet that's empty, and you'll have to go to File, Make a Copy for yourself, and then you can download that copy. Hope that helps. Any questions so far? See a hand up. Yes, Kelsey, please unmute. Or was that a high five?
High five, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was a question.
Well, it is a question.
Go
Thank
right
you.
ahead.
Thank you so much. I'm receiving so much, and I'm so grateful to be here with you all.
Thank you, sister.
Just feel this level of support and love, and our alignments and agreements alive together.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. And the invitation, the gift of the invitation. So what's coming up for me if I can share? I just would
Please
love
do.
your wisdom on this, as a water in the lineage right now with my invitation and air. I could really use some support on building confidence and courage to reach out to people that spirit is bringing into my field, and I'm in communication, but as a water or someone who has two flames in the loom already, just feeling the invitation feels safe with my fires, but to blow in more fires, I feel timid and resistant to blow in that way, and like want to hold empowering space for everybody's air. And so
Mhm.
maybe feeling like spirit may be blocking me a little bit, or am I blocking myself, just
Right.
wanting support and advice on like continuing to give the invitation in abundance and not be afraid to share the movement with people who I'm a little nervous to share the movement with them. And I wonder, is there a spirit block, or am I blocking myself? And just a little support on confidence and sharing the invitation.
Love that. So that leads perfectly, segues into the meditation part. Funny enough, I'm noticing our time is going way longer than I thought it was going to go. I thought we'd be doing the outreach right now. But the meditation part, I feel, is for me, like I'm in water as well, and I'm blowing a lot in water. And I understand where you're coming from, because it can be one of those, like the blocks I had to overcome was, oh man, I got to blow for myself. You know what I'm saying? And I shifted that whole paradigm through the meditation. Another one can be, oh man, we haven't completed and heirs are struggling. Do I really want to bring somebody into here? And who would I put them with? And all this other stuff, right? The lower level thinking can come up with all kinds of reasons not to blow, right? So what I've done is use this meditation to bypass that egoic limited condition thinking and simply tune into, okay, what's mine to do? Blow? Okay, great. Who do I need to reach out to? Great. All right. Who would they go with? Great. And just trust that, right? And then it keeps it helps you just go beyond the blocks, if that makes sense. So what I love to do is show this meditation, and will all do this meditation, and then go into whatever method you want to use to record the inspired action. So this is called aligned inquiry. It's two parts. A is the alignment meditation. I'll teach you this wonderful code I received through a download I've been using since 2007 or 8. It's real simple. Some of you know it and have used it before. And then we get into that awareness, that aligned space, and we bring through the answers. We just by asking questions, and we take note of those questions. We can apply it also to the spreadsheet. Who are 3 people that are mothers that I would reach out to? And we just listen to the inspiration, just like an artist listening to notes. And we just trust that, right? Who are 3 people that, so that spreadsheet you'll see has that exercise as well. And then we act, we send our message. Hey, I wanted to see if you'd be open to gift in shamanic living workshop, abundance mastermind I've been a part of, however you want to say it. Let's set up a heart to heart sacred invitation. So, last thing, you may hear, I don't need to blow. You may hear, it's not mine to blow today. Well, guess what? If you tune in and hear that, trust it and come in with a blow update and say, hey, everyone, I'm hearing it's not mine to blow today. That's your blow update, right? So I've had that happen before. I'm like, oh, cool. So with that, is everybody, any other questions before we start the quick meditation? Perfect. Let's do it. So go ahead and get comfortable. And this will be probably a 2-minute version since it's already 1:00. My goal, if it's okay with everybody, is to get in at least 5 minutes of outreach. So what I'm thinking is we'll go no later than 1:11. Is that okay? Awesome. All right. So we may get more than however many minutes I just said, because 1:11, you do the math. All right. So if you would, go ahead and take a breath in with me. and out. As we honor all elements, breathing and relaxing, we're calling upon that wonderful consciousness of the air to guide, to assist, as we align with the source of who we are, to receive the medicine of that wonderful consciousness, air consciousness. And we invoke our birthright to bring love and light to the heart, knowing that our intention is to attract only that which is in alignment with the law of one. And as we align, we breathe normally and relax our bodies, breathing in and out, noticing and observing what's in our bodies and simply relaxing, knowing that we have the power to simply think, relax. And it is so as we breathe and relax. Deep breath in. And now we're going to simply use the code, a simple word or mantra that activates what our inner being understands. The simple word align, mentally repeating the word align, 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 align. As we breathe and relax and activate our will to align, align, align. As we align with the source of life, that oneness that we are, align, align, align. Breathing and relaxing. Deep breath in. Release and relax. And now we will activate the code allow, mentally repeating the word allow, allow, as we engage our will to allow. If you feel any energy shifting and moving, just allow. Allow the source energy to do what it knows to do. Allow, allow, allow. Breathing and relaxing. Mentally repeating allow, allow, allow. Deep breath in and out, release. And now activating let go, let go, let go. Simple phrase, let go. As we activate our will, breathe and relax, let go. If you feel yourself moving, just go with it as you let go, let go, let go, let go. Let go. Deep breath in. Release, relax. And now simply put them together. Align, allow, let go. I'm going to say it aloud this time, and we'll do that 3 times together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Align, allow, let go. Align, allow, let go. Align, allow, let go. Breathing and relaxing. Now mentally repeat, align, allow, let go. Feel what your inner being is allowing to unfold as the source energy removes blocks. Your awareness expands, you breathe and relax. Align, allow, let go. Deep breath in and out. Now, if you can continue to align, allow, let go as you engage in your activity, this can assist in expanding your awareness to stay receptive to your higher levels of consciousness, to stay receptive to those muses, to your guides, angels, and whatever you would like to assist, the ascended masters, the source itself, to guide you in receiving inspiration on who to touch, who to connect with. So go ahead as you continue to align, allow, let go mentally, to grab a piece of paper, to grab something to write on, or to hit the link to the wonderful spreadsheet. And we're going to actually take the next 5 minutes to write down the inspiration and then act. So we'll say 2 minutes going through the spreadsheet to get the names as we align, allow, let go. And then 3 minutes to do the action. So let me give you the link just in case anybody's wondering where to go. I'm going to grab it from the Divine Family. And if you're in the Divine Family, you can scroll up in the Telegram, scroll up and grab the link as well. Let me see. Where is that? Here it is. I'm pasting this in the chat. It's the template bit.ly/JSI-outreach-template for those who are not watching this live. There we go. When you get there, go to the second tab, and that's where you can begin your outreach. I'll share my screen in case those watching have no idea how to access it. There we go. So the link to the spreadsheet I'll place in here as well, in case anyone wants to share it later. At the bottom, that's the link, and the tab is here. This is where we'll put our name as you continue to align, allow, let go, whatever the loom would be. Oh, first you need to make a copy. File, make a copy. This will be your copy, so you can call it anything you want. Loom outreach. Get rid of template, I would suggest, unless you plan on using it only as a template. Make a copy. Now you can go to your tab. You can rename this if you want. Divine Loom, whatever loom you're in. Put the same name here, Divine Loom name. And now, this is where I would ask, as you align, allow, let go, who are 3 people I love that I would be best and highest for all concerned to reach out to, or that it would be best and highest for all concerned to reach out to and listen. And the first names that come up, just write them down. I'm going to do this too. And as names come up, if you aren't sure what level it's coming from, just ask, is that the person? I get an actual physical twitch. 1 twitch for no, and then 3 twitches for yes when I do that, just from practices. And if that category you're not hearing anything, go to 3 people who love you. and just keep going down if you're not hearing anything. The other thing you can do is this the category. You can even ask that. Should I start with this category? Till you get a yes. Oh, I seem to have made a mistake on the teenagers. You can update that. There we go. Oh, let me stop sharing this.
It's 1:11. Thank you so much, John. Can someone copy and paste the chat so all the links are there? Because I can't do it on my iPad, or I would. I really would love to just have all those links.
I'm going to download it. Save chat now. There we go. It
Thank
saves
you
out.
so much.
My pleasure. I'll send this out. Now, the next thing to do, and we'll finish, is actually take the action. We took part one of the action. Whatever those 3 people you got, now send them your intro message. So we'll go ahead and jump off now, trusting that everyone will take action, send that message. In the future, hopefully we can condense this to where in 30 minutes, we can take the action as well, the second part of the action as well. But thank you all so much.